G'day everyone, this afternoon I'm going fishing on the mighty Murray River. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now it's September, that means it's the cod closed season in both Victoria and New South Wales, but it also means that the area of the Murray River between Yarrawonga or Lake Mulwala Weir and Tocumwal is closed to all hook and line fishing or all fishing of any kind. That's what they call the TCPA, or the Trout Cod Protection Area. You're not allowed to fish between Lake Mulwala and Tocumwal Bridge at any time during spring. So I am just downstream of Tocumwal. I'm just downstream of the Trout Cod Protection Area. And I'm just going to be drowning some worms in the hope of catching a Yellowbelly, possibly even a silver perch or anything else that might come along. Let's put the lines in. Now my first rod, little stumpy rod, it's got the paternoster rig. It's got a couple of quite small sinkers, so I'm not going to cast it out too far. I'm just going to sort of fish it in close. I reckon that's in about 3 or 4 feet of water there. That'll be enough. The long rod has a larger sinker. It's got a bean sinker. It's also got a little split shot, has a stopper to stop the bean sinker sliding down. So I'm going to cast that out a bit further. Oh, there's a bite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, stumpy rod, stumpy rod. Look at it. I was just about to film a scene and show you how I'm all spread out, and I don't like the fact that I'm sitting so far away from my rods. This has got to be a big carp, doesn't it? Unless it's a cod by the way it bit. Oh, it's a carp. I reckon it's gone way down there. I was just about to show you how I've got everything set up. What have I done here? I've gone under that line. Oh, they annoy me when they do this. Now it's going to go back up the other way and tangle it even more. And I now got to go under there again. Gee, that happened quick. I've only been here 5 minutes. Right, try and keep it up this way away from that other line if I can. Must be a fairly hefty carp. Yep, it's a carp. Oh well. I've been catching a lot of carp lately. I'm sort of hoping that I might get a Yellowbelly down here. Or a silver perch. They're protected. But it'd still be nice to catch one. That took all of about 3 minutes to catch these fish, I reckon. In the net. Oh, yeah, stupid thing. Should have put my bogs on. I've got them in the car and I could get out there a bit further. Oh, wind. Wow, got him. I'm on the board with a big mud marlin. Well, that carp is floating downstream and he's got a niggling headache. That all happened so quick. I didn't even have time to whinge about the wind. I put them in, I sat down, I went to film. I was going to film a scene and show you how I've got everything set up. Then bang, straight on. I put a couple of fresh Jan-Jack worms on. Put my line back in. Right, I've got a couple of fresh worms on. I'll put my line back in. I really hope that I don't sit here all afternoon and catch carp. I've been doing that in a lot of other places lately. There, I'm getting a bite on me running sinker rig. Something's biting that. It's not there. Something's playing with his stumpy rod. Look how slack the line's gone. There's nothing there, that's good. Another day, another cyclone. I've never seen as windy a September as this one. It's just been incredible. Anyway, this is what I was going to show you before that carp came along. This is my setup. I'm sitting here. I don't like the fact that I'm sitting so close, so far from my rods, but there's just nowhere flat to put my chair. I've got my bucket of water here to wash my hands. But if you look here, there's a bit of brown dirt. Somebody else has been fishing here. That's the last of their worm punnet. Landing net setup. Time-lapse camera setup. I almost need binoculars to keep my eye on my rods from way up here. Normally this is when I say, now it's time to play the waiting game. But there is no waiting game today because I'm already on the board. Oh, both rods are getting bites here. Both rods had nibbles at the same time then. I really hope that I don't just sit. Look, both rods are going. I done him. I felt the weight on that one, but he got off. Just about to say I got that one. I've got a lot of spots where I can go carp fishing and catch carp if I want to. You know, I don't... carp are fun and I love catching them. I love going to the Winton wetlands and Lake Muirmere and places like that. But I've come here hoping to catch something other than carp. I've come here hoping to catch anything other than carp. Here we go. Got him. That went bang. Whoa! That's got to be another carp. It's up near the surface. Gee, he hit that hard. It was a tiny little nibble, then bang. It's not as heavy as the last one. But just like the last one, it's gone around that other line. Gee, I wish I wouldn't do that. It is a carpio again, not as big, but more tangled. Look at it, it's just tangled right around that other line. Epically tangled. I'm going to have to break this line. I'm going to have to break this line so that I can untangle it and then re-rig. I'll open the bail to take the pressure off. Right, I've got a fresh paternoster rig and a couple of fresh worms, and I brought my worms down here with me because I'm going to check the bait on this other line. There's a fair bit of slack here, so I'll reel this in first. I'll reel that'll in for now. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have slack line everywhere before I cast this out. I kid you not, a kangaroo I just heard this big splash. There's a kangaroo just down there. There's a heap of camps just down there. It must have come out of the bush, ran through the camps, and now it's swimming across the river. Can you see it between the trees there? There's a kangaroo swimming right across the river. Wow. I wish I had my telephoto lens. I'm filming this with my phone, so it's pretty poor quality. But you can see out there the kangaroo swimming across the middle of the river. Oh dear, I'm getting a bite on my rod here. Oh, I've got a fish on here. I'm trying to film the kangaroo. There's the kangaroo out there. Now I'm going to have to stop filming that. I've just switched over to my GoPro because I was filming that kangaroo with my phone. Look at the current's got it. It's bringing it right down here. Of course, this has gone straight over that other line. Whoa, now the other one's got a big bite. My other rod just had a big bite. I've got a fish hooked up on this rod, a big bite on that rod, a kangaroo swimming across the middle of the river. What's going on with this one? It's going to come back up past this rod here, is it? Good. You can still see that kangaroo out there in the middle. That's incredible. Now this place is Carp Central. Carp kinks and crazy kangaroos. Right, Carp, you can just sit there for a second. I want to film this kangaroo again with my phone. I've landed that carp. Sorry about the noise, there's a dirt bike coming up behind me. But you can see the kangaroo in the centre of the video there. I better put my foot on this landing net before it swims away. Where'd it go? There it is, it's just in front of them trees. You might get to see it come out onto the sandbar in a second. See it over there in front of the sandbar? The current's got it, but it's almost all the way across. Getting a bite on this other rod here now. I haven't finished dealing with this carp yet because I'm too busy watching that kangaroo. It's turned side onto the current out in the middle there. That's truly amazing. I better deal with this mud marlin. That's a big bite there on the running sinker rig, and got him. It's another carp, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't feel as big, this one. I've just dispatched the other one. That kangaroo is still right down there in the middle of the river. Another carp. This place is bonkers. This place is nuts. Carp Central and crazy kangaroos. It's still down there in the middle of the river. Well, this is the smallest one today. Actually, it'll be interesting. There's a boat going down the river there now. It'll be interesting to see whether they notice that kangaroo in the water. Let's see if they stop. They haven't even seen that kangaroo. They've just noticed it. They've just stopped. They're looking at it. They've just stopped, and now they're looking at the kangaroo. They're probably as shocked as what I am. No amount of cropping will be able to pick it up, but that kangaroo has just got out on the bank down there where all those rocks and stuff are and jumped up onto the high bank. So it's jumped in up here in amongst all these camps, swam almost all the way across. The currents picked it up and almost got to the other side when it was here, and then it ended up, the current grabbed it and ended up over there on the same bank that it started. It could have just followed the track around like I did, because I was just over there before I came here when I was looking for somewhere to fish. But instead it tried to swim across the river and ended up on the same bank. That's something you don't see every day. Well folks, this is a little bit hectic down here. It's just Carp Central. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my stumpy rod and leave it out for a while and just fish with the running sinker rig. Just fish with one rod. It's just too hard to keep up. I'm getting tangled, double hookups, and I'm as busy as a 10-armed shearer. So I'll leave this one out and I'll just fish with the running sinker rig for a while. Not only am I going from 2 rods to 1 rod, but I'm also going from 2 worms to 1 worm. I'm just trying to put the brakes on these carp a little bit. Wish I could put the brakes on the wind. Have I mentioned the wind? It was forecast to be windy today, but not this windy. But that was a very hectic couple of minutes. I had hookups, tangle ups, a very fit kangaroo. I've taken 1 rod out now just to slow things down a little bit, catch me breath, and maybe a little bit later I'll put the second one back in if the action slows down. Just had me first bite for a while. It's probably been, probably 40 minutes or so since I took that other rod out. Got him. That's a fish, it's not a crayfish. I'm pretty sure it's another carp fish. And I'm pretty sure that's another carpio. Not a monster, but yep, carpy. Well, I was catching them left, right and centre before, so I went down to 1 worm on 1 rod. I went from 2 worms on 2 rods to 1 worm on 1 rod, and I haven't had a bite for nearly 3/4 of an hour. It's been relaxing, it's been good. You've got to find that balance between too relaxing, which means not getting enough bites, and unrelaxing, which is just unrelaxing. Right, another mud marlin. Whiskers. They're called barbels, but we call them whiskers. I'm going to stick with the 1 worm, 1 rod combo for a while. Closer to dark, I might put my second rod back in, but there's a bit more chance of a yellowbelly being around. Well, look how much the wind's dropped off. I can actually see where the backwater is now, where the current is. Oh! Snapped. I reckon that snapped that then. That was a big bite. Bang on snap. I'm only using 6-pound line, but I did have the drag is quite loose. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. It was probably a big carp. Right, I've got a new running sinker rig. Now I lost the fish, but I didn't lose the fishing rod. Thanks to my Simon Humphrey U-Butte fishing rod holder. Simon is amazing. This fishing rod holder has saved me so many fishing rods since Simon made it for me. That rod, if that was on a fork-shaped stick, it would have been a goner. I can't believe how calm it is. Only 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago, it was blowing a gale. We even had a few spots of rain. And it's just all cleared, and now it's just really calm. I hope it stays like this for the rest of the afternoon. It just makes it a lot easier to detect bites when your rod isn't just wobbling all over the place. Oh, there's a bite. Oh, there's a bite. Still nibbling, and got him. Feels very carpy again. The last couple of years in the springtime, I've fished the Murray River up around Cobram. I've got a couple of carp, a couple of cod, and a couple of crayfish. But downstream of Lake Myola, it's just all carp. This is Carp Central. This is a smaller one. This one a bit more manageable. Little one. Fresh worms. Gee, there's a few dead fish floating around here at the moment. But as I was saying a second ago, the last couple of springs I've fished over at Grantham's Bend near Corowa, upstream of Yarrawonga, and I've caught a mixture of carp and Murray cod, which are close season, so I put them back. I caught a crayfish there. And down here, it's just been carp after carp after carp after carp. It's crazy. It reminds me of when I fished at Mildura about 3 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. But at least I did get a couple of silver perch in the mix down there. I'm not sure if I just had a bite or if that stupid wood duck just clipped my line as it swam past. I think that might be what happened. 2 wood ducks just swam past and my line went boing. But I reckon one of them must have just kicked the line with its feet. You know why ducks have got webbed feet? So they can stamp out fires. You know why elephants have got big flat feet? So that they can stamp out burning ducks. Oh, thank you. I'm just about to put this short rod in here and I'm getting a nibble on the long rod. You can see there's only a small little nibble. Probably a giant fish with a small bite. Got him. And I'm pretty sure it's another carp. It's just gone 6 o'clock and I thought I'll put my second rod back in. And I wait till I see it. Make sure it's a carp. It could be it's actually a silver perch. It's the first native fish I've caught all day. I might get a photo of this one. I'll put my hand. Beauty. Finally a non-carp fish.
Yeah.
That's a silver perch there.
Oh, right.
They call them a grunter. If you hold them up to your ear, you'll hear them make a grunting noise.
Oh, gee.
And they curl themselves in half. They're a very muscly fish.
Gee.
But I'll get him back in the water.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
It's good to actually put one back in with its head still intact. It's been a bit of a massacre here this afternoon with all the carp. See you later. Magnificent silver perch. Off he goes. I'm casting out. See how the current's really strong just out there? I'm just trying to keep my my bait just on the inside of the current. I don't want it out too far. The one on the downstream side can go out a bit further because the current's just going to move that around. But the one on the upstream side, if that goes out too far, the current will just move it and I'll put too much slack in the line, then I won't be able to see if I'm getting any bites. So, I've got a little sinker, yeah, this one's got 2 little sinkers the size of a pea. That's another reason for me not to cast it out too far. Most people probably have a lot more weight on their line than that when they're doing this, when they're fishing in this river. Right, both lines are back in, and I've got about 25 minutes of daylight left. Just getting another little nibble here. It's amazing how often you get a bite, then you get out of the chair, you come down to the rod, and then it's gone. Nice to meet you, Lou. You take care of yourself. I'm getting a few nibbles, so I'm just going to sit down here. I was just talking to Lou, the gentleman from that camp up there. A really nice guy, terrific fella. Same age as my dad. I said to him, you brought me good luck. All I've caught all afternoon is just heaps of carp, and as soon as you come to say good day, I catch a nice silver perch. The other rod's getting a nibble here. Stumpy's getting a bit of an inquiry here. Got him. This feels carpy. Oh, don't go down there. Always want to go down and tangle up with the other rod. This is why I took this out to start with. Got to hold it really low. Right. It is pretty sure it's a carp. Yep. I'm getting a bite on the other rod. I'll deal with this carp as quickly as I can. Right. See it? Good, I'm going to get my axe, put it to sleep, and focus on this other line because it's getting nicer bites. It's getting perchy bites. Well folks, I'm down to one rod again. That carp was just epically tangled. I had to break the line and get the carp out so that I could kill it, and I was all tangled in the net. So I'm just going to leave that out for the rest of the night now and just focus on this one rod. Here's a fun fact, quite often boats going full speed like that make less waves than boats that are going slower. People slow down to do the right thing and the back end of the boat sits lower in the water and carves the waves up higher. Come on, let him get got him. Oh, have I got him? I've done him. Oh, getting lots of sunset bites, but can't hook up. Got him. That all happened quite quick. That was a nice bite. Oh, might be another silver. Pretty heavy. Might even be a small cod. I don't think it's a carp. What have I got? Is it a yellowbelly? It's a perch. I think it's a yellowbelly. It's a lovely yellowbelly. You beauty. Exactly what I came for. Yes. That is a lovely yellowbelly. It's not huge. Perfect for the plate. Probably about 36 or 37 centimetres. I'm going to kill this fish. There's Lou there. Hey Lou. I've caught a nice yellowbelly. Would you like it for tea? I might give this to mine. What's that? No, you can have it if you want it. I might give this to my new friend Lou that I met just before. He's a really nice guy. Well folks, that's it for me. I got first place, gold, second place, silver, and last place, carp, about 6 or 7 times. I've had an awesome evening here on the Murray River below Tocumwal. Thank you all very much for watching.